Good morning, guys. This vlog will be quite interesting indeed because I'm going to show you how to make Mactella. Now, what the heck is Mactella? Well, it's I guess everyone knows Nutella, right? But lately, I've been boycotting Nutella because it's got palm oil in it, and palm oil is really bad for the environment. And if you've been to Southeast Asia, particularly Indonesia and Malaysia, you can see endless palm plantations. So they basically clear the rainforest and put palm trees everywhere. It's really terrible. Every time I go back to Indonesia on the aeroplane, I can see these endless palm plantations from the plane. It's really devastating. So yeah, I've been actually trying to reduce my palm oil use as much as I can. I use soap that doesn't use palm oil. I food that doesn't contain palm oil, and the problem is I love Nutella. I think it's really good. It's not. It's bad for your health, but it tastes good. So I've been trying to find ways of replacing Nutella, and I came up with Mactella, inspired by one of the recipe in YouTube, but I sort of modified it. So the main ingredients of Mactella is macadamia nuts, and as you can see, I'm in my backyard, and this is a special corner of the backyard. It's got a lot of tropical plants here. Okay, let's have a quick look. So these are the banana trees, and I use this for the banana leaves for cooking. This one is a sugar banana, and it's really nice. The fruit is super sweet and yummy, and you can see there's a fruit there right at the end, and you can see an avocado tree. It's been sort of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's already about 7 years old. Hopefully it's going to fruit soon. And here is the champaduk. It's grown from seed but hasn't fruited yet. So hopefully this year it will bear some fruit. I'm going to show you what macadamia nut tree looks like. I'm lucky enough to have one in my backyard. It's quite tall. It's native to Australia, not Hawaii, guys. It's Australian tree. It was brought to Hawaii quite some time ago, and now they are famous of the macadamia nut, but it's actually native to Australia. You can see the tree is currently flowering, and that are the fruits from last year. So the weather is a bit strange this year, so the fruits or the nuts should have fallen off by now, but quite a lot of them are still on the trees. They are just starting to fall off the trees, and that's how I harvest them. And these are the flowers. Can a very interesting flowers in it. It's like a stem, and in one stem you can get multiple fruits, as you can see, multiple nuts, as you say. You can see there are 5 in one stem there. So the process can be a bit involved. There are 2 skins on the macadamia nut. So one is the, as you can see here, is the green soft skin, and when it dries up, they turn brown, and then you have to remove them. I use hammer to remove them easily, and then there is a very tough shell protecting the nuts. So you have to use a special tool for that, and I'll show you how to do it. So to continue on, this is the device I'm talking about. This is a macadamia nut cracker. It's actually very simple concept. So it's got this one lever that you can open, and there's this thing here that if you pull the lever down towards me, then it will squeeze the macadamia nut, and it will actually crack this super hard shell of the macadamia nut. So as I mentioned yesterday, when the nut fell off from the tree, it's like this. You can see it's still got the green skin, and I normally use the hammer to remove the green skin, and inside is basically it looks like this, and it's got this super tough shell which requires this special macadamia nut cracker. So I bought this about 10 years ago. It's made in Australia, actually from Mudgee, very close to Ilford, and it's got a lifetime warranty, which I assume makes sense because the whole design is quite simple. So you can see how it's being done. So you place the nut there, open the lever, and then you put the nut, and then you just pull it, and then there you go. And you might need another squeeze, and there you go. You can actually see the nut inside. So macadamia nut is very expensive. I just look at the website. I think the organic one is about $50 a kilo. So I can understand because the whole process is very laborious indeed. But I'm lucky I have this tree in my backyard, and yeah, I got constant supply of macadamia nut. So next part I'm going to teach you, or show you rather, on how to make the Mactella. Okay, so now I have the macadamia nuts cracked already. I got about 2 cups of nuts, and I'm going to show you how to make Mactella. Okay, you really only need 3 ingredients. So the macadamia nuts itself, obviously. I've got here, as you can see, extra dark chocolate. Well, put the box upside down so you can't see the brand. And the third ingredient that you need is, well, you can either use condensed milk, the normal condensed milk, or this time I decided to use coconut condensed milk, the sweetened coconut condensed milk, as you can see on the right hand side. So the first thing I'm going to do is to basically just stir fry, or not really stir fry, like heat up the nuts in a frying pan, just to bring the flavor a bit more. Okay, this will probably take about 2-3 minutes. Once the pan's heated up, doesn't take long. You can actually smell the nuts, flavor of the nuts. You want to stir the nuts, make sure that it doesn't get burned on one side. Alright, I've been sort of stir frying the nuts for approximately 5 minutes actually, and you can really smell it now. It smells nice, and then you can see the macadamia nuts is turning a bit shiny as well, and there's patches of golden browns sort of specks on the nuts, and I think the nuts are ready for the next stage. So for the next stage, you will need a food processor. I've got a very old one here, but still functioning, which is incredible. I'm just going to put all the nuts in to the food processor. Add a bit of salt. And then we're just going to blend it. Okay, so what I normally do is I pulse the food processor like 5 times, and then I will run it continuously until it basically turns sticky. Okay, after about 3 to 4 minutes it should be ready, and you can see the result there. Because it's coconut condensed milk, the color is not white, as you can see, but it doesn't matter, because what we're going to do next is to add the dark chocolate. This is 85% I'm using. You can use cacao as well if you want to, if you're vegan especially. Then there'll be no milk-based product. But I normally use 85% dark chocolate. Just add into the milk. And this process, you want to continuously stir the condensed milk, because otherwise it will burn at the bottom. You can see the chocolates are not melting. So as you can see, even if the coconut condensed milk is not white in color, it will be overcome by the chocolate. So it's looking really nice now, dark brown color. And now, once all the chocolates are melted, you add the blend macadamia nut. You probably only need to stir it under low heat for a couple of minutes maximum. I think it should be ready. You can see there. And yeah, that's how I make Mactella, and it's super nice, free from palm oil, and can be made vegan as well. Well, you get the best of everything. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I forgot to mention, so with the amount of macadamia nuts that I use, I'm normally able to make 2 jars. Of course, I just reuse an empty bottle jar, and so you just transfer your Mactella into the jars, and don't forget to keep them in the fridge. Alright, enjoy!